आङ्गिकं भुवनं यस्य वाचिकं सर्ववाङ्मयम् आहार्यं चन्द्रतारादि तं नमः सात्विकं शिवम्. Whose bodily movements is the entire universe, whose speech is the language and literature of the entire universe, whose ornaments are the moon and the stars, him we worship, the serene Lord Shiva. The perfect Bharatanatyam performance lies equally on the Ankashuddham and Abhinaya. Almost every step in Ankashuddham will involve Aramandi. In Tamil, Arai means half and Mandi means to sit. Aramandi is also mentioned as Ardhamandalam or Ayathamandalam in Abhinaya Darpana. Standing in Chaturastra, bending the knees to the sides in the plane of your body and keeping a distance in Vitasati between the 2 feet. Thus the sloka Vitastriya Antaritau Bhadau Kritau tu Chaturastrakau Tirya Kunchita Jhanubhyamsti Tiryatta Mandalam. Most of the dancers find difficult to do Aramandi, but it becomes a very easy and comfortable posture along with proper stretches and strengthening exercises. In this video, let us see some useful stretches and strengthening exercises that will enhance your Aramandi posture. Before I am going to explain about stretches and strengthening exercises, I would like to clarify the joint, which is very helpful to perform perfect Aramandi. In this picture, you can see 3 different types of joints: hip joint, knee joint and ankle joint. The knee joint is known as a modified hinge joint. Knee joint with the 4 ligaments that connect the bones together. These are the ligaments you need to protect and never overstretch to prevent knee pain. So, it is very important to know how to protect this joint by not only rotating at the hip when transitioning between position, but also making sure your body weight is in the correct place when holding position. A common cause of knee pain among dance practitioners is hyperextension of the knee joint. Those who are hypermobile tend to dump their weight into this joint and not engage any muscles when the standing leg is straightened. It is important to engage your leg muscles to take the pressure off the knee joint. Some of the other factors causes knee pain is a short-term injury from twisting your knee the wrong way during dance practice, inactivity, carrying too much body weight or poor posture. And also differences in hormone levels on ligament strength and stiffness, neuromuscular control, high level of estrogen and lack of proper training at a young age. So, dancers always want to protect knee joints. Tearing a tendon within the knee is very painful recovery. Yoga is incredibly healing and strengthening for the body. The strengthening demonstration video focuses on increasing leg strength. This will lead to increased leg strength and a more stable knee joint technique. Close attention must be paid to the performance of this exercise in order to avoid injury. The picture states some of the important factors of Ardhamandala. Here, the sole should neatly place down and normally we keep 2-inch distance between the 2 heels. For one reason, it's more comfortable and the gungurus then don't rub against each other. Both knees and toes in the same distance and both the knees pointing sideways. The distance between the ground to navel and navel to head at same distance and equal distance. And the spine should be erect. According to text, the perfect posture, that is Anga Shaustva, which helps in balancing the inner relationship between the body and the mind, is the central component for dance and is most important for ease in the execution and carriage. For instance, the Anga Shaustva awareness demands that the performer hold her head steady, look straight ahead with a level gaze, with shoulders pushed back, not raised artificially, and to open out the chest so that back is erect. The arms are spread out parallel to the ground and the stomach with the pelvic bone is pushed in. And the Aramandi can adjust according to the heights of the dancers. When the Aramandi is beyond the dancer's capability, there is an involuntary urge to lift the heels, which will result in imbalance. Utkatasana. Stand in Tadasana. Inhale and stretch arms straight up, palms facing each other. Exhale, bend knee and lower the trunk so that thigh are parallel to the floor. Keep back straight, chest as far back as possible and feet flat on ground. Maintain posture and breathe normally. This asana strengthens muscles of upper and lower extremities, tones the spine, strengthens feet and toes, strengthens ankle, knee, hip and shoulder joint, reduces fat in thigh, massages pelvic organ and improves stamina. It also another important asana to maintain your body weight. Exhale and bring arms down to normal position. Virabhadrasana. Stand in Tadasana. Inhale and stretch your feet 4 feet apart and keep arms parallel to floor. Turn left foot out 90 degree and right foot in 30 degree. Bend left leg to the right ankle, allowing the torso to descend vertically downwards at the same spot with navel pointing forwards. Look towards the left and gaze at the fingers of the left hand. Maintain the pose and breathe normally. It strengthens leg, thigh, abdominal and neck muscles, tones abdominal and pelvic organ, removes stiffness from all joints, reduces fat around arms and thigh, and also improves stamina. Inhale and return to the original position by retracing the step in the reverse order. Repeat pose on opposite side. Supta Virasana. Sit in Vajrasana. Recline back and rest elbows on the floor. Extend the arms one at a time and allow the head and the back to rest on the floor. Take arms over the head and strengthen them. Maintain the pose and breathe normally. This asanas expand chest and lungs, tones heart and abdominal organs, strengthens the spine. It also loosens ankle, knee, hip and shoulder joints, reduces fat around thighs. Exhale and return to original pose. Lean forward and rest in Adho Mukh Virasana. Adho Mukh Virasana. Sit in Vajrasana. Spread the knees a little apart and bend trunk and chest forward between them, allowing for head to rest on the floor. Extend arms forward to rest on the floor. Maintain the pose and breathe normally. It tones abdominal organs and also improves blood supply to brain, head and neck, and also loosens ankle, knee, hip and shoulder joints, reduces stiffness of spine. Inhale and return to original position. Baddha Konasana. Sit with back erect and legs straight. Exhale, bend knees and bring heels as close as possible. Inhale, allow knee to fall on the sides and bring soles and heels of feet in contact with each other. Catch feet with hands and allow knees and thigh to go down toward floor by pressing thighs down with elbow and forearms. Strengthen the back and look straight ahead with eyes relaxed. Maintain the pose and breathe normally. This is the intense asanas to loosening your knee and hip joints and also tones pelvic organ and strengthen the spine. Exhale and return to original position. Pavan Muktasana. Lie on back with feet together. Exhale and bend both knees and hold shins down with locked hand or crossed forearms. Exhale and press thigh gently towards lower abdomen. Exhale and raise head up and touch forehead to knees. Maintain the pose and breathe normally. This asanas loosen knee, hip, elbow and finger joints, reduce obesity of abdomen, thigh and arms, strengthens abdominal and neck muscles, massages abdominal organs, stomach and intestines. Inhale and return to original position. Feet of the soul is very important. We should work on every somatic cell on our feet is then activated to create sound when concentrated your footwork. Do regular practice to attain proper Armandi. I hope you enjoy this technique of doing Armandi. Thank you.